Welcome back to Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. In the last episode, we declared a shit ton of holy wars up here on the Slaneshi Kingdom. Queen Yura the Weak. That's pretty ironic now. And what that meant is we got a lot of extra land, a lot of extra trade posts, and now we're getting a lot of extra gold. We've got 783 gold. I'm thinking it's time to declare war with the help of some mercenary bands on King Orma the Despoiler of this province here that I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of. So his top levy is 6,337 men. So that's including all of his vassals here. They could raise tribal troops, I'm not going to argue that, but our top levy by comparison is 9,839. With mercenaries on top of that, I would think it would be very, very difficult for us to lose a war against this guy. Not only that, but his kingdom is much more spread out than ours. We're quite central and have the ability to pass through these mountains to connect up different parts of our kingdom. He, however, would have to, say he was raising troops in this province, walk all the way around through these mountains, which will slow him down a huge amount. I think we can win it. I don't even think we would need mercenaries. I'm going to hire them anyway, because I think it's worthwhile. Now, they are expensive, but not only that, look at our monthly balance. 63.73 gold, which is huge for unreformed tribal, as I said last episode. But we also have, if we take into account these new trade posts we got, these are still under the recently conquered modifier, which is massively cutting their text down. Obviously, that's, if you look at it here, 333 gold versus 36 gold. When that fades away, which should be sometime this year, probably this month. When is that? So that's in 7-8 months' time. We will actually lose that modifier and gain even more gold per month. So we could waste this entire stack of cash on mercenaries and still be making a huge amount of profit. I think it's probably for the best. And I think, why not come out swinging? Oh, I let some time tick just so this gold could build up. What happened? Well, we gained the trait Drust and lost the trait Cruel, which was incredibly useful. We are Chaos Undivided, so it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. We also managed to abduct one of the vassals. Which one was it? It was this guy here, Magnus, because he was the vassal that hated us the most, so I abducted him. So what we can now do is sacrifice him to the ruinous powers of chaos. He does worship Nurgle, so, you know, maybe he's into that type of thing. I'm not sure. Let's sacrifice him. 100 chaos. Perfect. Now, how long till we can level up is the real question. 750, so we're actually not far off. Now, domain is now too big. Why is it too big? What did we do? Nothing changed. Oh, well, we can give away a province. That's no big deal. Let's just be careful not to give away anywhere with a trade post, because that would really be a shame. What do we hold, then, that we do not really care about? This one here. What about this one? That's got a lot of troops. Let's have a look which provinces we actually own. What about this one here? It's got a decent amount of troops again. This one has a huge amount of troops. These both have trade routes on them. So does this one. 1,000 troops there. We might just have to give away a province with a large amount of troops. A little bit of a shame, but not a huge problem. This one here is not great. Cormoas. So let's find a character in our realm, and I think we already had the filter on, actually. Here you are. Hafthor, you may have... Why can't I... Oh, you're not actually in our court. Right, I see. Baldy, First Reaver, you get... Where has it gone? Was it this one? Cormoas? Yeah. Alright, well, let's solve that problem. And we've still got all our trade posts. To the glorious king, Vresta, peace be with you. The insidious Aelian traders must be expelled from your lands. If you agree to declare an embargo war on Prince Eigenbald of the Isles, we will not only join the war, but we will also present 200 gold. Should we fail, Bogenhafen will pay for reparations. Well, thank you, Bogenhafen. Honestly, that would be incredibly useful, because this guy here, Prince Engelbald, actually has trade routes that we want. So if we look here, the Isles in this trade post, the Isles in this trade post. If our vassals could have those instead, or even us, that would be obviously way more beneficial. So, I think it's probably worth us... What are we at? We're at 4 of 3. I was going to say it's worth us if we are offered that in the future, accepting it. I'm not going to say yes now, because obviously we want to declare war on our own war targets. Maybe it's worth doing that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's more valuable when our trade practices are a lot higher. Okay. So, how are our own army levies doing? We need to wait for them to reinforce quite significantly, because we have very few troops comparatively to our max size. We could still possibly win, though, because we are going to get the drop on them. And our son, future heir, became a brilliant strategist. And we could potentially get brave. He got dull. He got dull. He got fucking dull. Well, let's go ahead and put in a vote for future heir in that case. Where is he? Future heir. We'll sort by Marshall and just have a look. Yep, absolutely. Why are they voting for this guy? Is it because he's still the only viable candidate, perhaps? You know what? Future heir isn't even our future heir. He wasn't the one we wanted. We wanted Hulfrida, didn't we? She's timid and willful, so it's a mixed bag so far, and content, which is terrible. But she's that genius trait. And we can remove some of the traits when playing as her, obviously through events and through focuses, so it's not a big deal. We sent people into hiding, not a huge problem. And we can train our mammoth. Do we want to do that before we declare war? We are waiting for our army levies to reinforce. Anyway, let's train a mammoth. Great mammoths walk in the northern tundras. Pff, can't talk. Where some tribes and ogres hunt them for meat, skin, and bones. Some hunt them for war. Capturing one alive and bending it to your will is no easy task, but if succeeded, the tribe will have a war beast that can crush buildings and break down gates of strongholds. We're losing 800 prestige and 1,000 gold for this. Let's do it. I really hope we succeed, because this sounds like it's incredibly useful. And the mounts in this game are generally very overpowered. Wait, don't we have a dragon? Did we not try and steal the dragon from Athel Loren? Or was that in my... Oh, there is no dragon in Athel Loren. There it is. Green dragon mount. We did want to steal the dragon in Athel Loren from what I recall, but I can't do it, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because we are Norscan. Maybe we have a secret religion. Maybe it's because we are insane. Might even because we technically have an illness in the form of lover's pox. We didn't lose the gold for going on that mammoth training event. I hope the mammoth event does work. I don't know who this lady was, but I thought we'd just burn her. Gives us stewardship, so why not? This is our daughter, Hulfrida. She does deserve greatness. Go and get it. Hey, look at her traits now. She is incredibly good. Let's send her a gift so she doesn't have us assassinated. She came out homosexual but fertile. Sorry, lustful. Which cancel each other out, which is fine. That's not a problem at all. I will pay the farmer out of my own coffers, and we're getting even more stewardship, which is obviously in turn going to give us even more monthly tax and allow us to hold more lands of our own. It's a shame we gave away that land now. We can hold it. Oh well. Is this mammoth mount going to work? Shall I try it again? It is going to cost us 800 prestige. I'll give us that back through the console because I'm not... I think the event may be bugged here. Betrothed can marry. Who is that? Our daughter can marry this man here. Sure, why not? As long as it's not our heir, I don't really mind. So this girl here is weak, but we will train her struggle anyway because she is brilliant and she could come out a decent heir by the looks of her. Who was that? That must have been you, no? Who was that? You? Well, she's strong and she's hardy and smart. Let's educate her as well. We also, she's already got ambitious, so we don't need to worry about her becoming our rival. Let's train her. Our daughters are generally coming out better than our sons. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just seems like you wouldn't expect that type of thing. Alright. I don't think the mammoth mount works. A little bit of a shame. I'll have to look into the files after we're done and just double check whether or not that is the case. We didn't lose the gold for it, which is what would have annoyed me if we had gone through the event and it's still not fired. 4,000 men. We are getting there. Oh, Botchard, our rival, died. Let's go and get his skull for the prestige. Thank you, Botchard. Skull to our treasury. I assume our marshal's reinforcing armies, right? Retinue maintenance, horde maintenance. We could have him train troops, but seeing as our levy is massively spread out, it won't affect a huge amount. Sure, why not? I think that'll do for now. Now, the question is, do we declare war? Do we risk it? They are at war already. Who are they at war with? Trying to conquest someone. 6,000 men. Oh, let's do it. We've got the mercenaries for it. We can't sit here forever. Does your claim? Oh, I remember. We didn't have the claims on him. That was the real problem. We should probably keep declaring war on her, or maybe even on the Chaos Dwarfs. We could holy war against the Chaos Dwarfs. Yeah, let's do that. Even though they are going to probably do a hell of a lot of damage to us. Let's do it. Why not? Hire some mercenaries. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Merge them. And let's us lead that to count out some of the attrition we're going to take. We might even need to split it. Send you guys forward first, then we'll take the next army afterwards. And how many men is that giving us now? 12,000. I think we will win this. Just judging on numbers alone and as the state of our commanders, I think we stand a very, very good chance. Alright, they're still taking attrition damage, probably because they have terrible commanders, I'd imagine. Let's put you on there. Oh, sorry. Horani on that one. Torsten and Hulkgel. Hulkgel. Sure. Let's go, team. We might as well just march straight into their province, to be honest with you. The dwarves are off fighting a war. Their armies are going to be elsewhere. Once we take the capital, well, once we conquer all three of these provinces, chances are we're going to win anyway. There are no other Chaos Dwarfs nearby to back them up in this war. I think this is going to go quite well. And obviously these provinces are incredibly valuable because they're really well built up. Alright, why don't we send some of you to siege the capital. We might as well start left to right, seeing as our troops are coming in from the left. Well, east to west. Generally use west and east when dealing with maps. Alright, let's move you guys over. There's no commanders here either. Not a huge issue, I suppose they're only sieging. The attrition is going to be the killer. That's what's going to get us in this war. We're on Erstein back on that flank. Why is the attrition so bad here? Mountains took plus 10%. We're taking 11% monthly attrition? Oh, shit. Well, that's pretty bad. Okay, change of tactic. Everyone in the same province, we're just going to assault it. You know what? Everyone in the capital, we're just going to assault the capital. Let's get all of our vassals to attach to this guy, because he'll be there first. And if the mercenaries die off, we can always hire more. I imagine we are still massive. Oh, we're still in profit here, and we're not massively in profit, but we are still in profit. Let's do that, and we can now rank up to occultist. Intrigue +1, and demonic possession. Very useful for using against unruly vassals. Okay, here come their troops. And we're going to siege down the capital if we can. It's risky. It's a very risky siege. I think that is too much of a risky siege. Let's see it through, though. We've still got more than enough men to beat their armies. That's going to give us some very, very valuable war score. Some of you may disagree with that, but I think getting ticking war score early on is better for us. We're going to get battle war score from the armies here. What are our vassals doing? They're just running around everywhere. I don't think we'll be able to win this if we attack into that now. Why are they not doing anything? Who is this? Not a huge problem. What we could have then, in that case, is have them attached to this army. I think they're trying to route round safely. Which may be why they're not trying to attach. If we do this, they might turn around. This is on might. Let's see where they end up going. We could pincer attack this and win anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. Oh, I've taken too many men to attrition. We need to attack now. Alright, that army is going to get there first, so let's put good commanders on here. Okay, our vassals are coming to reinforce. Might be a little bit too late, but yeah, no, it may be way too late. We're going to lose this battle, aren't we? Oh no, we're fine, I think. Okay, if our vassals didn't reinforce them, we would have lost that hugely. Whew, that would have been a devastating loss. Right, let's counter siege. Sweep up their armies. Where are they heading to? Tollum? Everyone's going to Tollum. Sure. I think we're going to beat them there as well. Oh no. We're just going to catch them. There we go, problem solved. And let's start sieging some of their other provinces now. We've still got the capital, so not too concerned about that. Our vassals are just going wherever they please by the looks of it. Not a huge problem. How many men have they got left? 1,600. Yeah, I think we're going to win this quite easily. And who are you? Are there Chaos Dwarfs? I didn't realize there were other Chaos Dwarfs. I thought they were just Norscan Dwarfs. Oh, here are the Norscan Dwarfs. Might have made a mistake here. We could just wait for them to attack into us. Carry on. Do we want to sweep up these armies then while they're still small and shattered? Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. Let's do that. We don't want to become overwhelmed by this combined dwarf force that's going to build up. Keep this information to myself. I don't need any enemies while we're fighting another war. They're still going to reinforce. We'll arrive in the teeth of the Kraken. Where is that? I've absolutely no idea. Oh. Hashut's... Oh, gosh. Half demon, half raging fire. Sure. We're essentially fighting Chaos Demons at this point. Not a big deal, I suppose. Right, let's carry on. We've still got Battle War score to win, so we might as well carry on while we can. And take out these armies, like I said. This is going to massively weaken the Chaos Dwarfs, because this is obviously their main capital plus 3 other pretty decent provinces. We can defeat their king in battle. Absolutely. Attack the enemy. Dealing 7 damage. Attack again. Dealing 7 damage. This should win it. Perfect. Should help us make their realm slightly less stable. Our daughter has shown a basic disposition to the arcane matters. This is exactly what we were hoping for. She's not a great character. Definitely not someone we want to be our heir, but she's useful to have around in our court at least. Dwarfs in our provinces here. Our vassals are costing us war score as well. It's not a huge amount of war score, so I don't mind too much. Okay, let's go ahead. Why have we suddenly got over our vassal limit? Did a duchy split? We need to make a duchy then, pretty quickly. What don't we hold land in? We could give away the Duchy of Nilfheim. There's no trade routes there or anything. So let's give that to you. Grant landed title Nilfheim. Oh shit, that's a huge province. With a trade post. Well, that was silly. Let's see what else we can give away then. I think no matter what, we're going to be giving away a piece of land. Let's just give this to you. Grant landed title, this one. And we'll transfer him Iskard. Jarl of Dune? Sorry? Where is he? Sure, why not? Whatever. It's going to fix our vassal limit either way. Okay, and now we are once again under our vassal limit, of course. I won't complain too much. We're losing a very small amount of battle war score here and there, because our vassals don't really know what they're doing. Damn, these are hard to siege, aren't they? Do we want to hire more mercenaries? Yeah, let's hire some more mercenaries. They can at least help out these random vassals that are going to take a lot of hits otherwise. It's quite a large army. Alright, let's have you head over there. We got a better commander. Yep. You and you. It's going to be a lot of warfare in the next coming videos, I think. It's a problem with just general expansion, unfortunately. We need it so we're not such an easy target. Like I said, I want to make the Empire as well, because otherwise Galkind is really going to screw us up. Alright, 71% war score. You want my niece? Sure. She's not really anyone important. Damn, if I'd have known we were going to have such a problem sieging these provinces with attrition. Not only that, but the siege takes so long. Okay, future heir is now our heir, quite appropriately. Let's find him someone to marry, just in case our other daughter comes out badly. She will do perfectly. Yeah. We'll take her. If they'll actually respond to it. There we go. So I don't know if you noticed, but she's got Genius and Hardy. She's generally just a good character as well. What about our daughter? Let's keep an eye on her. How is she doing? She came out pretty badly, actually. Tough soldier. That's a bit annoying. I'd still like to vote for her, though. Now, that does mean that... Oh, why is this guy not dying? We've had such a plot to assassinate him for so long. Sure, we'll have a decree of appropriation so we can try and get our artifact a bit quicker. This is a really hard war. Not easy at all. Doesn't help that the game on maximum speed runs at a snail's pace as well, so we're still waiting for armies to move around quite frequently. I think unfortunately it's going to be a case of sieging by reinforcing with mercenaries over time. Not ideal, but there we go. It's pretty much all we can do right now. Alright, let's merge these units. We now play as future heir. I really don't care much anymore. Can we have all of our vassals? They are supposed to be attaching to this. They do look like they're kind of heading over now, so... And you want to betroth my daughter? Sure, she's no use to me. Once we've got this, this might be enough war score. It might be. I don't think it will quite be enough, but... Don't think there's really any more battle war score to get... battle war score to get just from the fact that there are no more battles to be fought. They haven't got any armies left. We could try assaulting it. If we assaulted it, though, I think we would lose... Well, firstly, we wouldn't win the siege, because they do have 1,500 defenders versus our 2,700. Oh, look at this. We're dying too quickly. What can we do here? Let me think. We can hire more of a retinue, and they will reinforce as quick as the attrition kills them off. Let's just hire more mercenaries. It's got to happen. We've just got to keep doing it. We can still afford it, luckily enough. Because these videos honestly feel like a lifetime because of the speed that the game's moving at. So it's the one downside to Geheimnisnacht. I love the mod, I love the idea, and I love how well it's made. The fact that it runs so incredibly slowly is the biggest downside to it. Alright, what do you want, my friend? You want to make an alliance? Absolutely. Sure, can I call him in? He may join us. Are you quite a powerful... Oh. No, you're really not. I really wish I hadn't signed that alliance, because I'm going to have to decline those wars, or just be in a war that we don't really want to fight. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. This is a pain. So we can't siege the next level of that holding. I think we're just going to have to move over here. Can we siege this one? What's the next, Nope. Absolutely not. We're never going to be able to siege that one. Head far over to the very far side here. What about this one? This is, maybe potentially siegeable. Do have some troops there as well. Let's cut those troops off, get a little bit more battle war score. Plus it means we're not moving through the mountains and dying. Betrothed can marry. Sure. Off you go. Where are they heading to? Looks like south. Alright. We should be able to catch these guys. So they are going to go like that. So we are going to set our troops to go that way. She would be an even better heir. Holy shit, she came out really well. Smart, hardy, shrewd, ambitious. You are a better heir than the other one. Let's vote for you. Vote for... So who has the highest marshal? Yeah. Olaf. And let's see. We could appoint her a shield maiden. Now that does lower fertility. So I don't necessarily want to do that immediately. It would buff her marshal up. Which if we played as her, might help out. But I'm not so sure, personally. I'm not sure if it's the best idea right now. 90% war score. So I think we are going to win this war. But it was a hard-fought war. Especially the sieges. I think before we declare war on the dwarfs again, we need a much higher military organization. I'm going to decline that and actually find her a good husband myself. Let's see here. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's all like age, I suppose. Got smart. Attractive. Trying to look for any of these congenital traits. He's brilliant and has magic potential, but he does have the plague. He also worships Nurgle, so that's not much of a surprise. Average horns, that's a beast man. We're not really interested in that. This guy's brilliant. Craven, not a huge problem. What if we try for a matrilineal marriage? No, okay. Didn't think you would. I'm just going to restrict marriage for now. We'll sort that out later. Let's finish this war first, because this is a much bigger priority, I should say. Steiny and Torsten. How are we doing for attrition? Not badly. Oh, look at that. They're going to catch that army. We do have more battle war score. We've only got 8% battle war score, so it's not worth fighting that. It would be better just to see the siege through, I think. Now, we sit and wait, and that's pretty much all we can do at this point. We could build up our trade post while we wait, to be honest with you. Let's go for a merchant port, obviously, and... What was our other one? Was it here? We've got two very valuable... Yeah, here's the other valuable trade post. Rudimentary trade office. So we've got to wait for the malices to disappear from those other provinces before they're going to become any use at all. They're on the Sea of Claws, though, still. Oh, we actually going to be able to siege this down again? Or are we going to have the same issue we had before where the attrition's going to kill off the men faster than we can siege? Do we want to attack into this? Yeah, I think we do. It's going to be sacrificing the siege, though. This is a hard war. This is a really hard war. Sure, whatever. Go. That's... Sure. You can have her as well. Get a little bit more battle war score. Why not? We're going to have to hire more mercenaries again. You know when I said, hey, we can at least hire mercenaries? I didn't realise we would fight this entire war with goddamn mercenaries. Right, let's get you over there. So that should take us up to about 93%. 96%. I was slightly underestimated. He might just surrender. If he could just surrender, that would be incredibly useful. What if we counter-siege these provinces? Does that give us any war score? No, of course it won't. I'm just desperate for any war score that isn't sieging in the mountains at this stage. You must learn on your own, because you're going off to a foreign kingdom anyway. He found an artifact. What did he find? A small ebony box. Potion of healing. I spent all that time for a potion of healing? Fuck you. You are an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Do you know how much time and money I gave this dude, and he comes back with a potion of healing? Great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Next time I get a scarf, ooh, I'll be able to clean that right up. I imagine all that cost me was probably about 1,000 gold. So we are going to fight a Chaos Demon, or the equivalent of a Chaos Demon, in hand-to-hand combat. Let's do it. Attack. I think we're going to win this easily. Not a problem. He was 1,200 years old, and we killed him. God damn it. What is the supply in this province? That's the real question. So it is less than what we need to siege it, so we are just going to have to keep sending men to their death. What else can we do? Really, what else can we do at this point? Even now, we almost don't have enough men to siege it. It's a real shame. And what can we get for the next level of military organization? We are miles away. It's already at a super high level. This war has been horrible. Maybe next war I'll just speed it through in post. Maybe I'll do like a fast forward effect on it or something. I'm not sure, because this is almost taking up the entire video of just warring for 3 provinces. Again, they are great provinces, don't get me wrong. They're going to be, when they are recovered from this war, hugely beneficial to us in terms of the amount of units they're going to give us. 4.5% every 12 days, and given that it's taking about 1 day an hour because of the speed of Geheimnisnacht, then we should be done in probably about 5 years' time. Do you have any prisoners we can sacrifice? Are you a virgin? Possibly. Sacrifice? Will this work? A virgin with the ruinous powers. Perfect. And we gain the trait Spines. What does that do for us? Same trait, opposite trait opinion. Okay, well, Spines are fine. That's not too terrible, I suppose. Someone's trying to kill my daughter. We don't want my daughter dead. She's trying to assassinate us, but any chance? Yeah, of course she is. Let's get her a marriage. I said I was going to do it next episode. Let's just arrange one in advance. I don't really want to marry any of these Nurglings because they've all got the plague. Sort by religion. This guy here. Smart, attractive, Midas touched. Matrilineal. Done. He's not bad. He's not the best, I don't think we could have found, but he's also not bad. So the other daughter we actually wanted to inherit, this one here, actually has magic potential. So it'd be really ideal if we could get her as our heir. But while we're still waiting on these murder plots to go through, I think we just got to play it safe and marry off that other woman. Oh, we're about to die. Oh, someone had it sabotage the railing. Her? Well, we didn't die, luckily enough. Let's have a look. Known plots. Can you please end your plot to kill me? I really don't want to die quite yet. Kill us in the future. Kill us after we kill these dwarfs. Oh my god. Are they going to counter-siege this before we finish this? Because that is going to just about make me never want to play this game again. 4.5% every 12 days. No, I think we are going to just about win this. It's going to be very, very close. Another 12 days. Then the war is over. Thank God for that. Pause the game. Whew. That was horrible. That was an awful, awful war. I thought that was never going to end. Okay, well. Let's usurp the title. Thank you very much. These provinces are really good, though. Fledgling industry we kept in that one. I'm just seeing what buildings we actually keep, which ones are cross-cultural. Fortunately, because we're tribal, we've actually lost a lot of the buildings, but we've kept fledgling industry and a couple which are going to help with our tax. Not only that, but they're capable of holding a decent amount of men. More to the point, the reason they're so good, sorry, I don't think I fully explained this, is because they all have 3 holdings per province, 3 built holdings per province, whereas, like, look at some of these provinces we've got already. Tribes, just random tribes with no holding slots. We might want to keep these ourselves. In the meantime, I'm going to do all this off camera because we've had enough ball ache for one episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you haven't enjoyed, me neither. I agree with you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave a comment for any suggestions you got in the video. If you want to see me skip through things like this in the future, let me know. The problem with Geheimnisnacht is it does have that very slow element to it, which there's not a huge amount I can do about that, unfortunately. So, we'll leave it there. I await your honourable and powerful feedback.